Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the We're Going 5 podcast powered by TSH Tennis. We are at the business end of this US Open. Smail, Haroun, the last four standing. Carlos Alcaraz, Novak Djokovic, Felix Auger Aliassime, and the defending champion, Jannik Sinner. Let's break down these matchups, guys. First up, Smail. Before we talk about this match, I can't wait to talk about, we need to talk about the guy that you have taking home this tournament probably. Carlos Alcaraz, yet to drop a single set smile on his way to the semifinal. Your thoughts on Carlitos?
I told you guys from the beginning of this tournament and after Wimbledon, like the way Alcaraz lost that Wimbledon final, I felt that he was going to come back really competitive, really hungry to avenge that loss. And you saw what he did in Cincy. He looked awesome in Cincy. And coming into the US Open, he's looked arguably the best he has all year. All year. The forehand is clicking. He's been dismantling top players like they're nothing. Like, he's had a heck of a tough road to where he is, but it looks like it's so easy because, like you said, he didn't drop one set. A couple bagels that were served along the way. One to Bellucci, who's a good player, had a very nice run earlier this year in Rotterdam. He served one to Dardiri, who just won two ATP 250 titles. And Yuri Lehechka, his last match, who had beaten him earlier this year in Doha, and who gave him fits in Queens. They went to a final set. That was a tough match. Yuri is a good player. He's a top player, top 10 player coming soon, as according to you, also earlier this year.
Yeah.
But Alcaraz has looked the best he has. I love what I'm seeing from him. He's locked in. He's not playing with his food. He's taking care of business. Jannik Sinner style. The forehand is looking amazing. The drop shots, the volleying, the serve. I love everything I'm seeing from Alcaraz. It's hard to imagine anyone stopping him as he currently looks, Yusuf.
Well, Haroun, Carlitos, we've never seen him this dominant at a Grand Slam before, to be fair. But what do you think of Carlitos, though?
Yeah, so, like, we always talk about the dips thing. That's always a conversation that we had for the past before Wimbledon, dipping a lot, and, like, is this a concern and stuff like that? So I think that this is not a concern anymore, and this is scary because he's becoming so dominant, which is... Yeah, like, you always think, like, yeah, maybe that's the window when Alcaraz dips to kind of sneak in some sets, sneak in some games, maybe even sneak in the match. But looks like he's not dropping at all. He's focused, he's enjoying himself, and he's crushing it. However, I have to give you pushback, Smail. He did not face anybody that was really a challenge so far. Like,
exactly.
Yuri Lehechka maybe is the biggest challenge he had so far, and that's really not a challenge for him. He's seeded 20. Like, he's seeded 20, even though, like, his seeding is not even... It's like, this is the first time he faces somebody where really some confidence, and I don't even think Yuri Lehechka thought that he was going to win that match at any point in time. So I thought he was going in like, yeah, he's going to lose anyway. Maybe let's try to put up a fight. But I think that all of his matches so far were supposed to go as planned. Maybe not necessarily a bagel to any guys, but like, he was supposed to win in straights. I don't think anybody thought that any of the guys that Alcaraz faced so far were going to really beat him. So he hasn't been challenged. But that's not...
I want to push back on that, Haroun, because... Okay, I admit the quarterfinal matchup, you know, what
it's a cakewalk. It's the cakest of cakewalks.
Sinner had Musetti, so that's definitely a bigger challenge than getting Yuri Lehechka, obviously. But I'm talking about just maybe the earlier rounds. I really liked how he handled the earlier rounds because we talked about Riley Opelka being a tough challenge for a round one matchup. Getting Bellucci round two is also not an easy matchup. And
Dardiri, who's a hot player, like, you really think these guys are believe that
Haroun just won two ATP 50 titles.
Sure.
It's not like he's a nobody, and he's known him since they were kids, so he doesn't have the fear factor.
I don't
kind of like
so.
Some other players might have.
I agree. I agree with what you're trying to say there, but I don't think it applies here because even though Dardiri can know him since he was a baby, they can both breastfeed together. I don't think it makes a zilcheroo any difference with going into that match. Alcaraz won how many slams, and what did Dardiri win? So I don't think Dardiri himself is going in thinking I'm gonna win, and I don't think anybody thinks so. So like that's really a big difference with all of these matches to me.
I don't know how many people in the world think they can beat either Alcaraz.
I understand both sides. I understand the point. Yeah, he's looked on, and Harun's making the point. Okay, maybe he didn't face the toughest.
It's
opponents.
a cakewalk, man.
I think it's not the toughest of paths that you can have, and especially when you go in the quarterfinal match and you face Jiří Lehečka. I love Jiří Lehečka, but like we expected him to get through this match, but this is not what we're used to seeing from Carlos Alcaraz. This dominance. Wimbledon, he's the back-to-back champion. We saw Fonini took him to 5. So like he's evolving mentally, and that's what we want to see from someone who we believe is like what we said. He can't become world number 1 because Sinner, for example, has this lockdown mentality. He's showing he has it. Like Bellucci, that could have been a tricky match. He came out guns blazing and he took it to him from the beginning and it was over. Like he did the suffocation from the beginning that Sinner does, where in a way they break you and you have no chance. So I love what I'm seeing from Carlitos so far going into this next match. I cannot wait to see what happens. But I know the matchups weren't as tough as you would expect for someone to make it all the way to the semifinal. But Carlitos did not allow anyone breathing room on his way to this spot. So I'm impressed in that sense. And the tennis, like really, it's flawless right now. It's flawless right now.
It's flawless and it's beautiful to watch. Like the aggressive tennis. When he comes to the net, you feel like it's almost guaranteed to win the point. Like it's just masterful the way he conducts himself, where he gets himself to the net and the way he finishes net points. He has unlimited options at the net. He can do the touch. He can play the hard volley. You try to lob him, he's going to forehand. He has the smash overhead, backhand smash. Like he's so dominant also at the net. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. Tennis Insights also sharing about his variation. He has 1 in every 4 shots for Carlitos is a different shot. So he's throwing in a lot of variety, and that causes all players problems.
Yeah. And also he's serving amazingly right now. He's serving so well, which is helping big time for him, Alcaraz right now.
He changed the technique at the beginning of this year, remember? And he also he carries a little bit of a heavier racket so he can add some pop to the serve. So he's made some adjustments for these specific reasons. I think he made them so that when he gets deeper in the slams, here we are at the US Open. It's a tournament where he knows that he has to up his level to match what we've seen from Sinner on hard and even Djokovic on hard. So he made strategic changes and they looked good. They look good. There's nothing to say about Carlitos in terms of pointing out flaws. Yeah.
No, you can't. And if you do, I think you're nitpicking hard.
You're reaching.
Yeah,
you're reaching.
But Carlitos is spectacular. So
yeah, he's looking spectacular so far. But that's Carlitos.
Yeah.
He has a heck of an opponent. Yeah. Guys, coming into the semifinal matchup, the second best rivalry in all of sports, in my opinion. Yeah. Carlitos Alcaraz against Novak Djokovic. Yusuf, let's say on Novak Djokovic here because he's looking spicy.
This is what I told you guys at the beginning of the tournament. I told you Novak's going to come in. Oh, he's not playing any tournaments. He's coming in raw. Trust Novak Djokovic, guys. Trust him. And what he has done so far this tournament, I know, maybe he dropped a set to Zvaida, dropped a set to Fritz. A very impressive performance by Fritz, by the way. Novak right now, guys, I think this is where he wants to be. This is exactly where he wants to be. The forehands clicking, the backhands clicking. I think he's good. I know there were a few neck issues at the beginning of the tournament, but last match against Fritz, I don't think there were any physical issues, physical ailments. And the serving, guys, he's serving amazingly. He's clutch. I feel he's locked in. You know, I think he's as locked in as he was during Roland Garros. And we got an amazing match against Jannik Sinner in the semifinal. And we all know how that one ended up. But Novak Djokovic at the moment, guys, I think he believes he can. He believes he can't get through Alcaraz, and what he just did to Taylor Fritz is proof that he can do stuff like that. Taylor was playing amazing, and he took him down in 4 sets. It was impressive, and I do think, and it always comes down to health and it comes down to stamina. I think he's at the health, like, you know, I don't feel he's hampered. I think he's gonna go into this match. I can't say he's destroyed or the juice is gone. I think Koboli took the juice from him in the Wimbledon. Remember that quarterfinal match?
Yeah.
But I don't think Fritz took out of him as much, even though it was a physical battle. I think he's going to be fresh. I think he's looking amazing. I think going into this next match against Carlos Alcaraz, he loves his chances.
Haroon, that was an impressive performance against Fritz. What did you think about that?
It was impressive, but I don't think Fritz played the best he could. So I think Fritz, even he said himself, he said like there are a lot of missed opportunities. He had a lot of opportunities there, and he wasn't able to capitalize. But that's just how good.
Why wasn't he able to capitalize?
Yeah, that's just because how good Novak is. Like good how Novak is.
Every time Taylor Fritz looked like he was going to win a point, and he had Novak moving left and right. Novak doing what he does best. He asks you the question one more time, just one more time.
Yeah.
And what happens when he asks you one more time? You overthink. You push too hard. You try to go for things that maybe you shouldn't go for. And that's when the mistake comes, and that's Novak's deadly method towards winning matches.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm glad he won. I'm glad he won because that's the matchup that we wanted, because you want to see the best guys on the biggest stages. So I'm thankful, thank God that we got this match. However, though, yeah, I'm this is not the best he could have, the best position he could be in right now. He did drop a few sets, so that took some juice out of him. Although he's in a good state, I don't think he's juiced out as he was in RG, in Wimbledon, and even US Open, Australian Open, sorry. So I think he's in a good state. I like that also he faced some guys that did give him some challenges and that were testing him in a way, testing how fast he can finish points, how fast he can, endure some juice, some variability and variation with the shots. I thought Struff was going in with a really good state after beating Holger. Lerner Tien also.
Look what he did to Struffy.
Yeah, and he finished them off in straights. I like that how he handled Lerner Tien. Lerner Tien is a young guy that's not afraid of anybody, and he handled them convincingly. I liked also how he took down Fritz, and he made Fritz feel flustered. So I think that's going to be the strategy that he's going to go into with Alcaraz as well, and maybe the aura is going to. I do think though it's well we can get into the match later on, but I think Djokovic is in a good state. And I hope that he's going to be able to rest. And I think this is it's going to be a really long, grueling match. But I like his chances so far, and I'm impressed. I think that he should be thankful how he's able to handle it, and he got some lucky draws as well. Like he could have faced some tougher guys with Tiafoe and Rune, but yeah, I think that he's in a good state right now for me.
I love what I've seen from Djokovic this tournament. I love it. Like, it's bringing back like GOAT Djokovic vibes. Like, this is, dare I say, Djokovic 2023 vibes, what I'm seeing here in terms of the level of, dominance in some of the longer rallies, winning the clutch points. Yeah. I love that. This is what has always made Djokovic stand out. And what you can talk about Fritz all you want, say he didn't play well. Fritz is world number 4. He was world number 4 coming into this, seeded 4 in this tournament. There's not a better player he could have faced in the quarterfinal, and for his ranking. And he managed them, and he managed them really well. 11-0 against Fritz. He's owned that matchup. He won the longer rallies. He looked fit. He looked healthy and fresh in that match. Guys, the forehand is clicking also really well. Tennis Insights has Djokovic's forehand as one of the best on tour and even better than Alcaraz right now on a 52-week span. So this is telling you how well it's looking. He needs to have the forehand clicking that well if he's going to win this deep. And yeah, I also love his run so far. Like, Tien is a low-key awesome win in my opinion for a round 1 match. He handled that brilliantly. He handled Zvaida he lost the opening tiebreak, then he took care of business. Also lost the tiebreak to Nori, but then handled him quite handily. I love what I'm seeing. you talked, Yusuf, about the serving, and you even said, we talked about how Jim Curry said he's one of the sneakiest, greatest servers of all time.
Yeah.
So this is fantastic. I want to point to one more thing, which I think, Yusuf, you hinted at as well, which is, I listened to his latest interview with Jay Shetty, and he's talking about his evolution as a player, and he talked about how at this level in his career, he needs a challenge. He needs to feel that there's something he can go after, and he loves the fact that Jannik Sinner and Alcaraz are there to give him that challenge. And there is no challenge he loves more than facing off against Alcaraz and Sinner at slams. I truly believe that. He got nipped. He got hampered big time in every single slam up to this one.
I think RG was fine.
Which
is why I think it's similar to RG, what we're seeing now from him. Because with that match, we've said that third set goes a different way, we might be having a complete different conversation about what happened in Roland Garros this year.
Sure, but
because he looked fit that match.
He was
and
not.
The forehand was clicking, the backhand was clicking. He was playing amazing.
I would say he was not injured, but I felt he was fatigued.
Yeah, he wasn't looking great.
And that's
but how? But we said if he won that set, we believe he was going to win.
because he's Djokovic. He can dig deep, and he has the momentum. The crowd was behind him. He's never had the crowd behind him that much in Paris ever, I think. So that's why I think he would have done that. But I felt he was fatigued. And he was coming off Geneva Open. He played the final set against Hurkacz, quick turnaround right into the French Open. That's not something that I think ideally he would have wanted. And it cost him because he also played more sets leading up to that Jannik Sinner semi. He did play more sets. He did drop a couple sets as we just mentioned, but I think he looks good. I 100% agree. He looks fresh. He looks good to me. Yeah. He's not injured, which is the big one. He got injured both in Australia and in Wimbledon. He was injured. You can't change anything. He was injured in both those semis. There's no way he can give you a better level. We saw him injured, so that's why it wasn't his best. We're gonna see the best Novak Djokovic.
We hope. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. We're gonna see the freshest, healthiest version of Novak Djokovic on his favorite surface to play Alcaraz, on his favorite surface in overall, which is hard. He's had the crowd behind him in New York the past couple of tournaments like we haven't seen before. He loves that. The conditions are in his favor, guys. The conditions are in his favor like they have not been.
If they play night match, I don't think he likes the day matches as much as the night matches. And if you're going to put someone on prime time, it has to be Novak and Carlitos.
Yeah, I agree. So I expect that one to be the night match.
Let's hope.
And I think this is going to be a fantastic. We're in for a classic. Yeah. We're in for a classic. Yeah. I think Djokovic is going to give it his all. I think he's just waiting for that. I think he's been eager to get this matchup against Carlitos in the semi. He talked about how, guys, the look in his eyes, even when they were asking him about, what do you think of Alcaraz and Sinner throughout in the beginning of the tournament, he was giving some very friendly answers. And as we got later into the tournament, he was like, he was not happy with that question. He's like, look, they're looking good, but I'm going to try to change.
Every time somebody said that, they lost. Every time somebody said that.
He said, no, but he didn't say it wasn't in a disrespectful way. He didn't do anything. He didn't call anything. He just said, I'm going to try to mess up some people's
plans. I hate when people say that.
There's some people who say that, like Sasha Zverev. I don't believe it for a second. But when I hear Djokovic saying that, it was not disrespectful, but it was some inner confidence. It was the inner beast. He was like, I can't wait. Just give me Alcaraz. Just give me Sinner. Just send me on the court. Just let me get on the court. Just let me face them. I felt something. I really felt something there.
We'll see.
And it's gonna be big.
We shall see.
It's gonna be big, guys.
We shall see.
Oh, I can't wait.
Imagine, guys. We're gonna get Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic at every single Grand Slam, plus ATP finals, plus Olympics. These guys are like generations apart. And we're going to get to see them at every big stage.
I love what you're saying, Yusuf, because
We
they're
are blessed.
almost 2 decades difference, and this is already an all-time classic rivalry in tennis. Already an all-time classic. Some of the best matches we've ever seen in the sport have happened between these two.
You can't talk about tennis history without talking about the Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic rivalry.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Novak Djokovic against Carlitos Alcaraz, the second best rivalry in sports. Yusuf, who's going to take this one?
You know, going into this match, if you tell me Alcaraz is going to win, I'll tell you probably. If you tell me Novak's going to win, I'll tell you probably. Both guys are looking amazing to me going into this match. You said it, Smail. The best, I would say, I enjoy it more maybe because biased towards Novak and the history there of future generation against past generation. But guys, going into this match, Novak Djokovic to me has looked spectacular. Carlos Alcaraz has looked sensational. But I have to go with the man that I trust, that I picked to win this tournament. Give me Novak Djokovic in 4 sets to do exactly what he did at the Australian Open and to remain undefeated against Carlos Alcaraz on hard courts.
Wow. Haroon, do you agree with this?
I wish I could agree. Although Novak the last 5 times, he won 4 of them. He won 4 of the last 5, and that spanned over the last 2 years. So Alcaraz only won 1 match against him in the last 2 years dating back since Cincinnati. So it's not looking great for him. However, you can't lose you can't lose multiple times like that against Novak and not learn and be a great player. And I think that Alcaraz is one of these great players, and he's not going to go against a losing streak against Novak. So I think that he's going to finally figure it out, and he's going to beat Djokovic in 4 sets. I think that he's going to be locked in and zoned in, and he's been prepping since the trauma that he created, that Djokovic created for Alcaraz every time they play with each other. So I'm thinking for Alcaraz in 4 sets, but it's going to be a spectacle and it's going to be so fun to watch. What do you think, Smail?
Wow, guys, I had a lot of doubts about Novak Djokovic coming into this match with his injury coming in, no warm-up tournaments coming into this, and Carlitos has been looking spectacular. The forehand's amazing. The attacking tennis is amazing. He spent 9 hours on court. Novak Djokovic has had 12 plus hours on court. There's almost 2 decades difference between the two. It's what can you say? What can you say more about Carlitos? But guess what? I'm going Novak Djokovic, baby. He's 3-0 on hard. He's 5-3 in the rivalry.
You're going against your champion.
I'm going against my champion pick. I will see it when I believe it. He was pissed when they asked him who's going to win this match. He was pissed. He was pissed. He wants it. He wants this rivalry. He wants the challenge. He's seething. He just can't wait for this opportunity. Novak Djokovic in 5 sets. Absolute bloodbath about to happen. All-time classic coming. Novak Djokovic in the final, baby. Here we go. Wow. Don't doubt the GOAT.
Thank you for not making it a unanimous pick. I made it not a unanimous pick. Thank you for not being on my side. I like it better for my chances. So
I love Carlitos. I just something inside me. I can't. I really believe Novak's gonna do it. I really believe it in all my heart. He's gonna do it.
Nice.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Love to hear.
We're gonna see though. We're gonna see.
Well, guys, the Carlos Alcaraz Novak Djokovic thing is going to be a bloodbath, and we can't wait for it. But on the other side, we have Jannik Sinner against Felix Auger Aliassime. Jannik Sinner just a few hours ago, guys.
He murdered someone. He committed first-degree murder.
He destroyed one of his good friends, and I don't think watching that match you would think that that's one of his good friends.
I don't know why Musetti would call him a good friend after that.
Haroon, Jannik Sinner right now, as much as we love Carlitos and Novak, I have no idea what he's doing, but he's playing a different sport. Give me your thoughts on Sinner so far.
What can I say? I think everybody watching that match is like, what in the world is that? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. It's not fair. It's not fair. He's a bully. He is a bully. He's bullying you on court. And I don't think Musetti, I don't know what in the world he was thinking. You know that insane rally that they put on the highlights where Musetti was trying to, they had a really nice rally and Musetti kind of looked like he was trying to hit the ball as hard as possible. And then a classic running forehand, slapping it down the line. That's a Jannik Sinner classic forehand. And then Musetti's reaction, like, what in the world is that? That was the same. That was my reaction as well. Like, what in the world is that? I really don't have much words to say about his level. It's insane. Like Bublik's response, he's an AI generated player, and that's I guess Bublik's response after playing Sinner every single time. Like, what in the world, man? What in the world? Like, he's saying, I'm not bad, but what are you doing? Like, you're destroying me. And I think that he's gonna destroy everybody until he faces, well, Alcaraz or Djokovic or whatever. But like, it's unbelievable watching it. It's actually. It's fun now. It's fun. Like, it's so disgusting. It's fun to just sit and watch somebody becoming the best of the best at something, and he's so perfect. He's redlining every single shot. He's bullying everybody on court. No matter what tactic or strategy anybody's going in, Sinner is gonna destroy it and dismantle it. So there's some beauty in that, but also some it's terrifying. Like. I was mesmerized, man, watching that match and watching him the whole tournament. He's looking so great. He's destroying anybody. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who he faces. He's gonna crush anybody, and it's classic Sinner. Amazing.
How do you feel about Sinner?
I feel he's a criminal. He's a sicko. He's a murderer. He murdered Musetti. He murdered him. He murdered him on live television. Everywhere around the world, we're watching this man get murdered. He's getting massacred with that beautiful one-hand backhand getting slaughtered. Like, and we knew he was going to get slaughtered with that one-hand backhand. He's looked unbelievable. The stats say that he's, over the course of the 52 weeks, he's the best server and returner on tour. So he's unstoppable. What can you say? There have only been 3 sets this entire tournament that someone has been able to take 4 games or more from him. And he hasn't looked human aside from that one set against Shapovalov. We were like, what? What? Is there hope? Might someone challenge the great Sinner?
Respect to Shapo and Michael Tillstrom.
Yeah, go check out our Michael Tillstrom interview. That shows you why Shapo's doing so well. But he's been serving. He served 5 breadsticks, 3 twos, 3 threes. Like, you can't even challenge him in sets anymore. He's unbelievable. The forehand, his movement, the serve, the returning. There are no flaws in his game. There are no flaws in his game. I don't know where you need to go on the court. You just need to pray and hope you come up with the best tennis of your life that day, it seems, at this point. I don't know, Yusuf.
Just to win a set. You have to play the best tennis of your life just to win a set.
He looks incredible, Yusuf. There's the stats back it up and the eye test backs it up.
You know, Yannick, maybe for a moment or two and a set and a half, he shows us he's human. And then when everyone says, oh, he's human, he's like, oh, I'm human? I'm human? Look at this. I'm human? You think I'm human? Now watch what I do. You guys, Bublik, Smail, Yusuf, you guys think he's going 5 sets?
We picked him to go 5.
How about bread sticky,
I have no
sticky,
idea why in the world you guys did that.
How about, hey, Musetti, he was about to give him a bagel, then he's like, oh no, I can't give him a bagel late at night. Let me give him a nice breadstick. And then, okay, Musetti, he loved, because Italian probably loved that 6-4 in the second set. But Yannick Sinner, guys, when he's playing, like, he off the court, he's so humble, so nice, smiling. You feel like he's such a kind man. He is as like when you see his face on court, you're like, I want to destroy this man. Like, I don't know.
Cold-blooded, ice cold.
The destruction that you can see him like doing in his brain that he brings to life on the court, like, that's Rafa stuff. That's Rafa stuff. We're like, I want to destroy him. I think in his head, he's like, he can't see Musetti on the other side. Like, at the net, when he shakes hands, he's like, oh, he's back to you. Oh, hey, guy, I know who you are. But when once they get going, beginning of play till the moment they shake hands, he has no idea who is on the other side of the net. It's just an enemy, and he's going to destroy them. And God be with Felix Auger Aliassime going into the semifinal, because Yannick Sinner right now, after what we've seen the past 2 matches, he looks like there's no one that can touch him.
He's looking
modern day Zorro. Modern day Zorro Hercules. Like, imagine if he was a warrior back then. Imagine him on the battlefield. Absolutely insane.
He's looking incredible.
Yeah, the run you would say, like, it's a great run away. You take down Musetti, you take down Bublik, you take down Shapo, but we're not even like
Pop, you're in.
And we're not in Poppy. We're not even talking about that. We're not like no one. Like it's a great run so far.
It's an incredible
but he's
run.
destroying everyone to the point where you're like, yeah, that's Yannick Sinner doing Yannick Sinner things, which we should not get used to because taking down those 4 guys in the way he did, Chapeau, hats off to him what he was doing because that was really impressive. Outside of Chapeau, like no, you're not supposed to be doing that to these guys.
No, and honestly, at this point, this level of dominance is GOAT level stuff. And I don't even know if the GOATs of GOATs have dominated like this.
Exactly. Like when I'm watching the match yesterday against Musetti, this is the world number 1 against the world number 10. And why am I looking at a bagel about to be served in the first set in 20 minutes? That I don't think
in a U.S. Open quarterfinal.
Yeah, exactly.
U.S. Open quarterfinal.
We've seen it from Rafa do it to guys on Roland Garros. We've seen it, but on this consistently doing it tournament in and tournament. We were just talking about how many breadsticks and bagels he gave at RG, and then Wimbledon it wasn't as easy because people can hold serve easily. But on hard courts, like you're saying, Harun, like come on.
He's been this destructive on every surface this year. He's crushed people on clay, he's crushed people on grass, and he's crushed people on hard. It's unbelievable.
It really is
unbelievable.
The dominance is insane.
It's GOAT level, and I don't think we've ever seen this level of dominance. Yeah. Shall I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
go ahead. You want to say?
No, go ahead.
But guys, as much as I was saying, Yannick Sinner had a very, very, very good run on his way to the semifinals.
It's a good run. Obviously, he's a world number 1 player.
Sorry, I'm not going to allow that. It's a very good run. He took down seeds left and right to make it to this point.
And a Masters champion in Poppy.
Yeah, exactly. Who you would say, like, just before this tournament, he was a seeded player. But on the other side of this matchup, Felix Auger-Aliassime, guys, I think has had the best run to this semifinal. Harun, he's taken down Sasha Zverev, who he had a lopsided head-to-head against him, and then goes on to take down Rublev, who we think is playing some really good tennis going into this tournament, and then takes down Alex de Minaur, who's also a top tenor, to make it to the semifinals, back in the U.S. Open semifinals, his second in his career. Your thoughts on Felix so far at this U.S. Open?
Also, by the way, Safiullin, he took down Safiullin the round before as well,
yeah.
And Safiullin took down Monfils. So it's Safiullin came out for a really amazing match, maybe feeling some confidence, and then Felix Auger-Aliassime took him down in straights. To me, that was a great run. Taking Zverev, Rublev, and de Minaur, these are all guys that, maybe Zverev wasn't so great this year, but Demon was playing great, and Rublev also looked like he was going to having a good run as well. So these are guys that are going in with confidence, and Felix played amazing. Honestly, I think that this is the Felix that we've been begging for. We've been begging for this level for him for so long. Back when in 2022, 2023, that was a great year for him in 2022, honestly, and we hoped that was gonna transcend it to some elite level, but then he took a dip, but finally looked like he's igniting that spark again, which I love. Him playing with a lot of conviction and confidence and strength and serving great and dictating the points and kind of showing that bullying style of Sinner actually to me. So I love it. I'm happy for him as well because we've been begging for it, as I said, and he's confident. He's playing great in pressure points, in tie breaks, and feeling the moment and not backing away and shying away from the moment, which is something of a criticism that at least I said of him in these 5 sets and these long matches. But it looks like he figured it out, and yeah, that's great for him, and he deserved it actually.
Ismail, how about you?
I agree with you guys that this has been arguably the most impressive run to the semifinals so far.
Yep.
And yeah, the way he handled Sasha, Rublev, Demon, unbelievable. I think for me, what has impressed me the most about Felix this tournament is the mental toughness and maturity. I really feel this has been a big breakthrough tournament for him that I don't think we saw coming at all. There were no signs on the wall that he was going to come into the US Open and do this. But first of all, he's been undefeated in tiebreaks at this US Open so far. He has not dropped a tiebreak. So every time he gets into these critical tough moments, he's handling the nerves better. And it's not by coincidence. He's handling the nerves better. Demon was a big challenge for him yesterday. And the way he handled Demon, he was down, by the way, set point in that second set. He was about to go 2-0 down. You could say that might have been over if he goes 2-0 down. Yeah. And he found a way. He clawed back. He came up with good serving. He came up with good tennis. Felix is capable of playing attacking tennis, and he's playing with more conviction. I agree with what Harun was saying about that. There is more conviction I'm seeing from Felix this tournament, and the mental maturity though, because he was down 4-1 in that fourth set against Demon, and yet he broke back. He stayed in that set. He stayed present, and he took it to the tiebreak. He won. He was even serving for that third set. You know, he was up 5-3, serving 5-4, serving for that third set. Got broken back. It goes to 5-all, and then he breaks back and he wins that set 7-5. Like, he's finding, even when he has what you would say a mental lapse or a discouraging moment, he accepts it and he rebounds very quickly. And he's done that through every match this tournament. He won that tiebreaker against Zverev. Remember that second set tiebreaker? That was critical, I think. If he goes down 2 sets against Zverev, I think this match is also over there. Yeah. So I'm really impressed with him. He's had a super disappointing slam season. We talked about him dropping matches from 2-0 up multiple times this year. Yet here he is being the mentally tough one. I love this upcomings here from Felix. And let me not mix my words here. He's having a magical run. This is a magical run from Felix. He's playing otherworldly tennis, maybe the best tennis of his life.
You know, Harun, the point you made of this is the Felix that we have been looking for so long, right? Because he has everything. He has everything. Yeah. He's big. He's strong. He has the serve. He has the ground strokes. He's able to come into the net and mix up the gameplay. And we're seeing it. And when I was watching that Alexander Zverev match, I'm like, first of all, you watch the match, like, in a way, you're trying to wait. You're waiting for, okay, when's Sasha going to turn this one around? Because Sasha's the world number 3. When's he going to turn this one around? He should. That's how it's supposed to be. But like midway through the match, I'm watching. I'm like, this is a Felix Auger-Aliassime masterclass that I'm watching. This is not a man who's going to lose. This is a man. He deserves to win this match. He deserves to win this match so badly. He was playing with conviction. He was playing with confidence, and he was going for it. And he was rising up to the occasion, like you said, Smail. And that was a big turning point, because that win over Sasha led to him standing much taller. Him going into the Rublev match believing, yes, I can, even though he has a lopsided head-to-head against Rublev. Went into that match a very convincing win. You're probably thinking, okay, Felix Auger-Aliassime, what we see from you is you show us this astronomical level of tennis, and then some way, somehow it dips the next match. But he came back and he showed it. And then to your point, the third match, which, okay, he didn't bring the best level of tennis, but he brought the winning ugly mentality. And I'm going to get through this match. Even though I'm not playing my best tennis, I'm going to win. Against Alex de Minaur, who you could expect the same level of tennis any match he plays. So you can easily lose to Alex de Minaur. He was able to do everything that you said, to hold on and to win that match ugly and to move on to the semifinals. You know, we sometimes jump the gun and we say, this is the breakthrough. This is the turning point. This could change it. But I somehow feel it, guys. I feel that this could be the turning point for him, because he's seen it.
I hope.
He's seen it. He's seen it with his own eyes. I love this run from him. I think it's the best run so far going into the semifinals. And, you know, he did get destroyed by Jannik Sinner going in Cincy. But I don't think this is the same Felix Auger-Aliassime that we saw in Cincy that's playing in the U.S. Open.
He also has some inspiration to look at. Iga dominated Amanda Anisimova 6-love in the Wimbledon final. Yeah. And yesterday she dismantled Iga 6-3, 6-4 in the US Open quarterfinal.
Exactly.
So that means you don't need to necessarily look too much into previous matchups. Yeah. And he should be feeling different. I think he's feeling like this is a special tournament now for him, special performance.
He believes. They asked him in the post-match post-match interview, like he had this fitting for his wedding, what's it called, tuxedo, whatever. After, and she asked him in the interview, "Do you think you can go all the way?" Like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Like, he's not saying, oh, yeah, I don't think so. No, he's saying, that's what I want to do. So he has it on mind. He has his toughest task next.
The toughest task is
The
coming
toughest
next.
task in
But
tennis
he
right
has-
now.
He has the belief. He has the belief. But let's get into it, guys. Without any further ado, here we go. Jannik Sinner against Felix Auger Aliassime for a spot in the U.S. Open final. Haroon, who's gonna take this one?
Like, I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. However, as great as we're talking about Felix Auger-Aliassime, FAA, the turning point that maybe he could be having right now, I don't think that he stands a chance against Sinner. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Felix. I'm sorry, but just Sinner is too good right now. I think that maybe this level that he's been playing so far could lead him to win a tiebreak and lose in 4. But I'm picking Sinner in straights here. Maybe might go to a few tiebreaks, but Sinner in straights. This is gonna be, it's gonna be a tough one.
Yusuf, it's a magical run for Felix. What can you expect here?
Also, even though I said everything I said, which Felix is going to show up? And I think the best Felix is going to show up,
He's been showing up.
I think the best Felix Auger-Aliassime is going to show up in this match against Jannik. But Jannik Sinner has no respect for your run. Jannik Sinner has no love for you, as we said. Once they say time. I think Jannik Sinner, Haroon, I agree with you. I think he's going to win this one in straight sets, guys.
Wow.
And maybe one set goes to a tiebreak. But yeah, I say a dominant win from Jannik Sinner to get him back to the U.S. Open final.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow. Well, guys, I'm concerned about Felix because he spent 6 more hours on court than Jannik. 16 hours compared to 10, which is wild going into this U.S.
Especially
Open
the last
semifinal.
match in the sun.
Yeah, and he just lost love to Jannik and Cincy. A lot of concerns coming in. But this is a magical run for Felix.
It is.
He's having a magical run. He has the belief.
Yep.
He saw his compatriot, Denis Shapovalov. He took his set off him. He gave him some challenges.
True.
I think Felix is going to give him some challenges. I think he's only going to pull off a set, though. I think Jannik Sinner in 4, but he will get a set. Felix will get a set. It will be a match. He is mentally tough this tournament. He's showing what he can be. He can be aggressive, returning well, better than I've ever seen him. So I say Jannik in 4.
You know, I love that.
Yusuf,
I love
by
that
the
you're
way,
giving him a set because I think he deserves a set. But
By the way,
I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, hold on.
like you're saying, it depends on which Felix shows up. I think regardless of the Felix that shows up, I think if he's playing,
I'm saying when you think of it, like that's the question: which Felix is going to show up? But I think he's going to show up after what we've seen.
yeah. But even if he brings his best absolute peak level,
Yeah.
I don't think that it comes close to Sinner's level. So I think Sinner is going to be able to dismantle that so easily. Well, maybe
which
not
is why-
so easily,
well, which-
but it could be a tiebreak.
Well, which is
What?
why I said straights. I agree with you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But
It's
but just
no
have it-
disrespect to FAA. It's just massive respect to Sinner right now.
I 100% understand.
I hope it goes 4 though. It would be like
I hope we have a good match. I just want to see good tennis. Big fan of good tennis, and I think we're gonna see good tennis, guys. I'm optimistic.
Yannick's kind of like ruining matches for us the way he's dominating everything.
Yeah, it's
Like-
he's a sicko.
It's not nice. Like he's not a kind man. Jannik Sinner is not a kind man
He's brutal. He's brutal.
when he's on the tennis court.
Brother is lethal.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Cannot
be
wait,
fun.
guys.
You let us know what you think about these 2 semifinals and who do you have winning each matchup. We're gonna be reading every single one of your takes in the comments. And also, if you like this, go check out our recent interview with Coach Michael Tistrom, coaching Denis Shapovalov. He talked about what it's like to build trust with a top player, what it takes to become a pro, and also what it's like facing the top guys in Sinner, Alcaraz, and also what it was like for him when he was facing the likes of Sampras and Agassi. It was fun. You're going to love it. And you're also going to like our latest interview with Coach Christoph Liegen. He's coaching Talon Griegspor. What a fun interview and what it's like coaching him and what it's like on the tour. So many interesting insights also about the current level of tennis and what it's like to get to the top of the game. It's a fun one. You're going to really love it. And subscribe and follow for all your tennis content here. And we'll see you right after the semifinals to see who's going to be in the final.
Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Very good night.